Welcome to the Just Zander podcast. I'm your host, Zander Gray, and today is episode 9. Getting close to episode 10, which is crazy for me because I didn't expect to go this far. I know it's pretty short, but I mean, it's pretty cool in my eyes. So I've done 8 episodes so far. This is number 9. Wow. Again, if you're here with me, thank you for taking the time to listen. Thank you for checking my stuff out, checking whatever that I'm doing, checking the podcast out. So I am very, very grateful for you. Thank you. What's funny was before, when the previous episode 8, I was so stuffed up. So again, I apologize for that. But so far it's been good. People checked it out, gave me some feedback. So thank you so much for that. Okay, so today I just want to, check in with you guys, with y'all, and just talk about something that happened a few days ago. So I've been doing a lot of promotion for the EP that I released with 2 of my producer homies, South End Music and Vapor God. Again, to go back to what I was talking about, I was lucky enough to work with them and release this 6-track beat tape, mixtape, lo-fi instrumental EP. It's been going really well. The feedback has been really good. It's still early because we just released it a few days ago. If you haven't checked it out, it's everywhere. It's called Sessions in Separation. You can find it under my name, Zander Gray, on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, all of that. So it's available everywhere, including YouTube, I think. So thank you. So again, what I wanted to talk about was something kind of funny. Hold on a second. Can you hear me? Okay. Of course you can hear me. So I've been promoting a lot of different things, doing video, doing promotion for the EP, doing promotion for the sample pack and music and all that. Anyway, so the way I promote or market things, I like to do it kind of in a silly way, in a silly kind of format. That's my thing because certain ones I do it pretty, it looks pretty serious. It looks kind of cool. And then most of them are super, super duper silly. So I posted everywhere, like Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. So I had a Twitter comment, right? And I don't really know this person per se. He knows the company I work for. He knows my boss. I think they're good friends. And so I run the marketing for the Facebook page or whatever. And I've had him kind of have a conversation with him with the things that I'm doing for work. So that's how I know him. I don't know him personally or whatever. I think he's a producer or something. He lives in Japan. He looks like an anime character. No joke. But he's not Japanese. He's a white dude. Anyway, so randomly I posted on Twitter and he replied. He doesn't follow me. So he replied a sleepy emoji, like a sleepy emoji. And I was like, oh, that's funny. I was like, so the post is making you sleepy? And I was joking around because I was like, oh, okay, whatever. He's trying to be silly. And then he commented back saying, no, with a eye roll emoji, saying that it's a mundane adolescent video, and then another sleepy or yawning emoji. I'm like, and all I commented back was fair enough. So it's funny because, you follow, when you follow certain celebrities, when you follow your artists, whatever, and then they have to deal with a lot of negativity, and most of them more negativity than positivity. well, let me go back. You tell them, or you say, why even bother? Why even pay attention to all that negativity? Like what's the point? When you have 10 positive things that are said to you and then one bad negative thing, it just sits with you longer for some reason. You question it and you're like, well, okay, why did somebody say that? And then you feel bad, you feel that you're not good enough and all that jazz. And I've been getting a lot of good feedback for the promotion, the videos or whatever. And that one comment, for some reason, sat with me a little bit. I'm like, okay. And in my head, like, why would somebody say that? Like I wouldn't go out of my way, even if I agree or disagree. Well, if I agree, if it's positive, I will say something. But if I disagree with something, unless it's worth talking about, or having the topic brought up, the negativity brought up, I don't usually bring it up because it's pointless. You're just gonna end up hurting that person's feelings, unless it's like something that you're trying to constructive criticism. I take that for sure. Like, I always tell people, like, if I or send you something or I post anything, I always like good feedback. Or not just good, just a feedback, even if it's bad. Like, hey, this doesn't sound that good, or hey, you should turn this up. Hey, your voice didn't sound as clear, or you were mumbling, blah blah blah. Oh, cool. That's good to know. Or like, like, oh, that video sucks or whatever. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. I understand. I much respect people that I look up to and agree with, or look, like they're way smarter than me, that are doing more things than I am, or more successful. Like, I prefer taking those criticism or advice to, like, okay, maybe I can change certain things. But bottom line, whatever you do, it's what you want to do, no matter what. Like, if you want to post something, even if 20 people say that's stupid, but you feel deep down that you want to post it, you should. That's how I like to do things. But anyway, I digress. I'm going in tangents here, but that really that kind of sat a long time to me, because I was like, okay, why would you, like, I know the video is silly. That's the whole point of the video. Like, why would you say something like that? And like, I don't even know you, dude. Like, like, if we were bros or homies or whatever, like, hey, that video, or like, that's silly, dude. You're dumb. I'm like, yeah, I know. There's a difference. So what I was trying to say is, no matter what you do, someone will always have something negative to say. It's 50% of the people will, or 70 or whatever, will always say that it sucks, or that's not good enough, you're silly, why are people listening? You can always find ways to bring yourself down, and that's just the nature of things. That's how the world works sometimes, unfortunately. And I'm over it now. It was a couple of days. Like, it sat with me for like a day. It sat with me like a day, to be completely honest. But I'm not going to stop what I'm going to do. Like, I'm still going to post silly videos. I'm still going to post music, post my podcast. Like, I'm still going to do whatever the fuck I want to do, no matter what. Like, because either one, it makes me happy, I'm super passionate about it, but I'm also self-aware to know that, okay, I don't want to do this anymore, I'm not going to do it, straight up. And I think it's okay to change your mind with what you're doing, especially if you are not happy doing it or satisfied, fulfilled. doing it, then you shouldn't do it. But anyway, coming back to it, what I'm trying to say is keep doing things that make you happy, that make you fulfilled, content, satisfied, because no matter what, you're doing it for yourself, you're doing it for, your family, whatever, but most of the time you're doing it for you, and and you don't want to have regrets, because when you get to a point where you can't really focus on things that you're passionate about or really love doing, and you regret it not giving it a chance, that scares the shit out of me. Like, no matter what, I'm gonna do my very best to keep doing what I love to do. And, you can say that success is subjective, but who cares? Like, I may not make money, I may not be the artist I want to be, but I'm not going to give up, because I love doing this. I love doing the podcast. I love making music, writing music, and being able to share it with people and just in general, and hopefully in turn inspiring the people to do what they want to do, if it's art, music, whatever, photography, videography. I'm constantly wanting to learn and better myself, or just dive into whatever that I find super interesting, So that's what I want to talk about today, or talked about. One other thing. So I wrote a song, right? I'm usually not very confident in mixing or producing my own music, because always in my head, I was like, oh, this doesn't sound good. This could be better, blah, blah, blah. You question yourself a lot. And I finished mixing this one song that I'm hoping to release soon. So I decided to send it to friends, to people that I trust, to people that would have good criticism, honest criticism, And I wanted to put it out there. And I sent it to I sent it to a bunch of people, but a lot of it was super positive, super good feedback. But the two stand out. There was two that really stood out. One was really good, and one was very, very bad. One was like, hey, it's a good song, but turn this up a little bit. Your snare is a little bit too loud. The keys or the guitars aren't compressed enough. Your vocals aren't as clear. You need to mix it a little bit better, because the S's and the K and the was just too prominent. Turn that down, blah, blah, blah. Typical mixing, production, whatever. And then the other hand, it was the other comment from a different person was like, so what is the goal of the song? I just wrote a song. I want to release it because it's been a while for me that I haven't released anything. And well, it's not low quality, but it's poor quality. It just sounds like you're more like a hobby musician. It's just not good. I don't know what you're trying to do with it. Like, it's not commercially viable, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, okay. What really set shitty with me was the whole, like, you don't sound like a professional musician. You sound like a hobbyist. Like, you just do it just on the side for fun. And that didn't piss me off. It was just like, wow, okay. I understand that I'm not a professional musician. I don't get paid doing all this, but I love doing it. I'm hoping to become a professional artist, musician, producer, and do it for a living. That's the goal, end game. And I understand that the mixing and the production isn't that good, but I was proud of it because for the longest time, everything that I mixed didn't sound as well as this one that I completed, and I was proud of it. I know it could be better. I know that I can add things or take away things and make it the best ever, but that's the best that I can do at that moment. Um, you know, and I'm continually learning. I'm continually progressing and trying to get better at my craft. That's a whole goal. And yeah, I just felt like I got shot in the kneecaps, and then while I was down crying and moaning and trying to crawl to safety, I got shot in the back of the head. That's what it felt like. That's what it felt like. Nothing crazy, not too violent, but so back to talking about 50-50. That's always going to be somebody that's going to say that it sucks and all that. You should just go kill yourself and not do it anymore. And then that's always the other half that, like, this is really good. Oh my God, you're super talented, blah, blah, blah. And I think a lot of it, unfortunately, you have to take it with a grain of salt because I work better when everything is stacked against me, because I don't have a choice. I don't have the luxury to have things given to me. Like, I've always had to work for what I want and what I want to achieve. Every once in a while, I get a handout, but that's very rare. It's very rare. I have to really, really work hard, work super hard, like outwork everybody as much as I can to get that said handout, and of course, if it's worth taking, I will, but most of the time I don't get handouts. Most of the time I have to do everything myself or with the help of others, if I ask. But most of the time, a lot of things that I do, I have to earn it. I have to earn it because I don't have the luxury to get it. I have to work for it. And yeah, so that was a bummer hearing that about the song. And I'm gonna remix it. I'm gonna make it better before I release. At least the best that I can do. I just cannot afford to hire a producer or hire somebody else to make it better. I would love to do that, but I don't have the funds for it. Unfortunately, I don't. I really don't. And the only thing that I can do is learn how to get better at it and do it myself and just make mistakes and fail and have people say that it sucks. Why are you posting this? I have to do that to get better, to get to where I can be undeniable. I can be the go-to guy for most things or whatever. You know? So what I'm saying is, this is keep doing what you love. Keep doing the things that make you happy and fulfilled as best as you can. And everything else would just follow through, I feel like. Everything else would just work itself out. But you have to work super hard for it, put the time in, and hopefully you progress. Hopefully you get from the beginning of the point to the end point. And then once you get to the end point, you make new goals and you get further ahead. And that's all I can do, really, My life, in a sense, is somewhat full of rejections. And again, I'm not saying all this to make you feel sorry for me. It's more like my perspective. It has always been full of rejections. But I don't take those rejections as a sign of giving up. It's more like, okay, I need to get better. Maybe I'm not there yet. So you have to take it as a learning experience, because the other side of the door is just going to make you feel low. It's just going to make you feel not worth it, not good enough, and all that, the bad stuff that you don't even want to deal with. You need to see everything as a lesson, an experience, a failure, so you can progress to the next step to be successful. And that's just how it works. And that's how I need to see it, so I don't go crazy, so that I can get to where I want to go. And then once I get there, figure out the next route and then move on. Yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about today. It might be pretty short. It is pretty short. I just wanted to share with you that, as perfect as you think what you see on Instagram and Facebook, whatever, there's so many things that are happening behind the scenes, So when you see people that are doing really well, or being so happy, for one, yes, they might be, but also, like, unless it's genuine or whatever, you know that it's not real. And I think it's okay to step away from it for a little bit. It's okay to share those lessons and those mistakes and failures, because I, for one, like, I support people, or I follow people that has learned from their mistakes and have gotten better, and hopefully they help other people as well. And I love seeing that. And I hope to do the same for myself and to those around me that I can help. So I just wanted to share, that a little bit. I stay so busy with music and everything else, and I post stuff, content, whatever, or documenting stuff, because I really want to share my life with you. I want to share what I'm going through, and that when I get to where I want to go, that there's evidence, and that that I earned it, no matter what. That I had to work really hard to get there, and even when I do, I'm still gonna work hard, no matter what. And that's a promise to myself. And this is keeping me accountable, So anyway, thank you for listening. Thank you for stopping by. Since I'm releasing this on Tuesday, let's talk about the sample pack, right? So the EP got released. The Sessions in Separation is released, so you can find that everywhere on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, Google Music, Play Music. Anyway, you can find it everywhere. Just find me, Zander Gray, Zander with a Z, Gray with an E, and then type in Sessions in Separation, and then you find that. And then after you're done listening to that, listen to my other songs, please, por favor. But what I wanted to talk about as well, and I'll keep this short. So I made the sample pack. It's finally done. The guitar sample pack is done. The goal was to release for sale, whatever. But because of what's going on, I'm gonna give it away for free, completely free. So if you're a producer, musician, whatever, if you need some samples, guitar samples, please find me on Instagram or Facebook. On Instagram is @justzander. Everything else is @justzander Gray. All you have to do is follow me on the platform that you're on. If you're on Instagram, whatever, just follow me and then DM me. Hey, I would love to have your sample pack. Could you send it to me? And then, give me your email, whatever, and I'll send it to you. And there's 11 samples, all guitars. My next volume 2 will be more uh, guitar and keys, a mixture of that. That's the goal for the next one. But for this one's free. I'm gonna give it away. All you have to do is DM me, follow me, and then I'll hit you up. And then if you feel like tipping or donating me, you can. But if not, no worries. The sample pack is yours to use. It's royalty free unless you get a major placement. But other than that, it's completely free. The royalty free or whatever. You can use it for your beats, your songs, or whatever. Anyway, again, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for listening. I appreciate you so much for taking the time to listen to what I have to say. This really helps me put up some ideas, put up what I'm going through, my experiences, and to be able to talk about it. And yeah, episode 9, closer to episode 10. I don't know if I want to do anything special for episode 10. I haven't planned that far ahead yet, and it's only 10 episodes. So I guess when I hit 50 or 100, that's when we can figure that out. But for now, I do everything myself, video-wise, whatever. It's just me mixing. Anyway, thank you for stopping by. This is episode 9 for the Just Zander podcast. It's available everywhere. If you feel so inclined, please rate and review. If you see it on YouTube, please like and subscribe. And then hit me up. Let's have a conversation and let's talk. Let's be friends. Okay, peace. Oh my Lord.